This is the craziest freaking heat shrink. From that to that. All right, Saturday morning, we're back out in the shop, back onto this mess. We went ahead and set the plenum on the other night, just, well, wanted to get it out of the way. Two, to make sure we don't get any goodies down the intake. We bolted that back on first thing this morning, and then it's on to wiring and additional switch installs. We're gonna try to get a good portion of the electrical knocked out today. Rock lights haven't come in yet. I haven't decided on driving lights. I do have a set of JE Speaks, but I don't know that the round is really going to look great up here. It's very angular. So I'm thinking that maybe a square, like a Squadron Pro or something like that tucked up in here might be better. Not really sure, but we'll see. We'll take you along for the trip. Let's see where it goes. Bars are freaking cold. This all feels like it's a freaking giant knot of crap right now. So I think I need to pull the whole thing back out and straighten it out. Because we plugged stuff in and then twisted it around and plugged stuff in and twisted it around. And right now it doesn't go anywhere. It just is a gigantic mess. Me and this coil connector are having issues. There it came.
Everything is unswung.
I'm working my way up here to get the cam sensor unplugged. Because to me, the cam sensor is in the least accessible place ever.
I think we had to take the alternator off of it to get it plugged in, didn't we?
Nope. Alternator's never been off of it. I did just drop internal out of this plug. It's a little lock piece, I think. I don't know where it came out of. It came out of the inside of the cam sensor itself. So we have lights. The winch control probably could run direct to the switch because all it is
momentary,
the ARB stuff, but it could probably, it has a big old stinking harness that goes into this thing. I mean, there is a snot wad of ARB harness. Well, this is a winch controller, but this is all the harness that comes with an ARB compressor.
We don't need all of that.
Yeah, but you have the pressure switch, and these are all for switch 1 and switch 2. So these are all the wiring for the back of the switches. This is for isolating switch, so this is on and off. So I think red. Somewhere around here there's a book that tells you how to wire all this crap. So I'm thinking this can go down this line right here. See any problem with that? Let's go down there and then dump off into the back there, down to the hot lug of the disconnect, and either side of this is fine.
Well, I was just thinking of getting it out of the way.
Come right up there over the top of the fuse block, and that'll be all tucked up. You'll never see it. Still got to make a battery cable. Don't we still have some red, like battery cable? No. Thought we had some more red, like 4 gauge. Stuff's dirty.
I wonder if it's hot.
Probably hotter than you want to touch. What do you bet? Not too bad. Where's those yellow chompers in here?
The yellow ones?
Seeing as I can't figure out what happened to the red ones. So I think that these small ones, Pop, will work. Because I slid it on there before.
Yeah.
But you have to make sure that everything stays straight. If it gets twisted, it won't go on.
So what you might do then is put it on
And then
solder it in place.
I think it'll work all right. See how still you can be while it cools off?
Well, it's cool enough to stay. Yeah, it's good.
This is the craziest freaking heat shrink. This stuff's made for doing connector ends, like multi-wire connector ends. Don't get that glue on your hand because it burns like hell and you cannot get it off. There's nothing you can do but wait for the fire to go out.
Just wish that we had some red.
You can always use red tape and tape the end. But
I think we've got some red tape.
it's a buggy. And in theory, we'll never get rid of it. But I guess if somebody came along with enough money, we would create a new project. There she is. From that to that. You wouldn't have believed it if you hadn't saw it, huh? I need to make this so that it'll attach to the back of that, but you can still pull the panel away without having to unhook everything.
Yeah.
Hey, we've made it to the end of another day. Got a bit done today. ARB is wired up on the outside. Still got a bunch of decisions to make on the inside. Ended up tearing that harness completely back out for the engine, rewiring the whole thing back up. Got the change made over to our alternator wiring. That's all done and dialed in. Good to go there. Mounted little distribution block that we talked about earlier. That's all dialed in. Over here, we got disconnect switch in, cable made up for that. Everything headed the right direction there. Overall, a fairly productive day. Lots of decisions made. Seems like there's a great deal of time spent trying to figure stuff out, especially when real estate is at a premium and there's not a great deal of places to mess up. So we're gonna get out of here for today. Pop's already hit the road. He's back over to the house. We enjoy you being with us, and we'll catch you on the next one.